कल्याणं स्थापितं ये स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरू श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साधवैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदाय कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरकृष्णे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त श्री राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीननाथं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् Hare Krishna. We will continue reading from the light of Bhagavata. Today we will be reading verse 6. On hearing the sound of the torrential rains, the frogs come out of the mountain caves and begin to chant, like brahmacharis who chant the Vedic hymns by the order of the spiritual master. In this age of a godless civilization, the sages of the world recognize religious sects who believe in God must come out of their secluded places and preach the science of God, the supreme will, to the people in general. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and the member of the other sects that have convincing faith in the authority of God must not sit idly now and silently watch the rapid growth of a godless civilization. There is the supreme will of God, and no nation or society can live in peace and prosperity without acceptance of this vital truth. The warning is already there, and responsible leaders of religious sects must meet together and form a common platform of a lead of the devotees of the Lord. There is no need for self realized souls to live in a secluded place. Perfect self realized souls engaged in the service of the Lord are unafraid of Maya, just as law abiding citizens of a state never fear the police. Such fearless devotees of the Lord always speak scientifically about the existence of God, even at the risk of death. Such devotees of God feel compassion for the mass of people who have completely forgotten the Supreme Lord and who engage in the false pursuit of happiness that ends in sense pleasures enjoyed by the hogs and the dogs. On hearing the sound of the torrential rains, the frogs come out of the mountain caves and begin to chant like brahmacharis who chant the Vedic hymns by the order of the spiritual master. In today's analogy, so Bhagavatam describes how the sound of the rain triggers the frogs to come out of their caves. And Srila Prabhupada is stressing that yes, in the same way, self-realized souls, spiritualists, spiritual seekers should also come out of their secluded cells where they may be having secluded practices and preach. And Prabhupada is saying that we should not just sit down idly and watch the progress of the godless civilization, but we should go out and reach out to people. So to preach, there should be outreach. Unless we reach out to people, how do we reach? So therefore, outreach. We need to go out and reach out to people, appeal to them, and then we can preach and teach. But that creates a transformation in people's lives. Many times, some people feel that why in ISKCON there is so much of a display of devotional service. Devotional service should be done in a closed room, in a closed hall. Why the display of devotional service on the road? Why explicit chanting on the road or explicit book distribution and so on? So some people have a doubt uh, on the efficacy of these activities which we do. So there is a notion that bhakti should be done internally, closed doors, closed hall, do it inside, don't come out, don't come out. That sort of notion is prevalent in certain people. That so therefore they get a little startled when they see such a bold display. They say, why such a bold display? Scan is equated with a bold display of devotional service. Srila Prabhupada is answering that point here. Unless, you see, the basic principle is unless people see a practical demonstration of the tenets of bhakti in action, unless people see a practical demonstration of the tenets of bhakti, how are they going to get inspired? How are they going to understand or get that inspiration? Unless people see that there are some people like them who are practicing, how are they going to develop faith? And how are they going to understand that this process is practical? Demonstration is an essential tenet of teaching. Without demonstration, everything is simply theoretical, abstract, difficult to correlate. But when there is demonstration, the lab demonstration, then the understanding of the people increase. That is why Prabhupada is saying that the devotees need not hide, need not be in some mountain cave. They should come out and chant and preach. Practical demonstration is the point. Practical demonstration. That's what gives faith to people. That's what attracts people. That's what uh, yes. Just like day before yesterday, when we were at City Center 2, So, uh, so our book table we had kept next to a sitting area. So there was a rectangular sitting area, and one of the edges of that we were occupying. Means our bags and everything was there. So there were people sitting behind, just behind, on the other sides of that rectangle. Right? Our table was next to one side, which was available for us, and then there were three other sides. So there was a gentleman in between. He started talking, from the back, and then we looked back. He said, "What you're doing, very nice. No? Gita is most important. Most important. Gita is most important. So he started talking, and the most important message of this world is Bhagavad Gita. And then he started telling that he's trying to help out, have a Goshala and a old age home, no? In Pagana, outskirts of Calcutta. There is a place called as Bagana. So, and then he was very appreciative. And then he was telling, "Oh, my children are also there. I will make my children meet you." So his children were there shopping around. So he brought them, both of them, two of them were there. So he brought them, and then he was telling us uh, that you please preach to them that Bhagavad Gita is important because they think that this is outdated. So you please preach to them. And he was feeling very inspired because so he was again Devahuti was talking, and then he was telling, "You see, now she's a doctor MBBS, and this fellow he's IIT." I said, "Not only I am IIT all around, whoever you see, like all are IIT students, like that." So, so the point is, they were inspired. Yeah, they were inspired. The point is, unless we preach, we go out, how are people going to get inspiration? That bhakti is possible. Bhakti is practical. This is the idea. I remember this visit to Boston. We had kept the book tables at MIT. I saw 30, 40 students roaming around, all Indians. And I was wondering, they seem to be little small fellows. They're first years, because generally, uh, the first years, they're called as freshmen. So I was wondering, these appear to be little more small than freshmen. I thought maybe, they may be freshmen. And anyhow, so we called them. They were roaming around, they were taking selfies and all that. And so generally visitors click selfies. Freshmen, they're used to that place. So I was in doubt, who are they? But then you call them, they came. There's some elders were also there. We thought it was some people's parents. So they were actually class 10 students, 10 or 11 or something, and from Visakhapatnam. And they were studying in Fiji. Fiji had arranged a camp for them to come to host. So they had come to Dham, no? MIT Dham. MIT Dham. Yeah. IIT also has Dham effect. MIT Dham effect is much more. Yes. No? So people feel that they have come to a shrine when they come in front of that, MIT's building. So like that. So so we saw them. We said, "Oh, you're from Fiji. Okay, we are from IIT KGP, like that. And so, so they had come to MIT to get inspiration to get into IIT, basically. Basically, then we told, oh, we are sitting at IIT, and we have come to MIT to give them inspiration to connect to Almighty. So, so we are giving you the top, the acme of, the success ladder, IIT, MIT, Almighty. So, so some of them took Bhagavad Gita, and the teacher was telling, give some donation to them. So some of them gave, they were giving $1, $2, $3, like that. Uh, so that way. Small children, 9, 10, 9, 10. I think it was 9, 9 to 10, something like that. So, so the point is, unless we go out, how are people going to get inspired? Well, these 30, 40 children, they were roaming around in Boston MIT, and what vibrations they were getting? Not much, anything much meaningful, other than maybe some little bit technical inspiration. But that's only the building. Would they be interacting with the MIT students, professors? Not at all. They would not be having access to it. They're just clicking photographs and satisfied. Oh. And seeing people flocking in, flocking out, and thinking, oh, they are heavenly demigods. They're like going in, into the the heavenly abode of the MIT, whatever, classrooms, labs. So that's all. What else they can see or understand like that? But a little bit we to 2, 3, 5 minutes spoke to them. Some of them to give they give donation. That went to their eternal bank account. You know? So so uh, that's the idea. That is so unless we reach out to people, how are people going to take it? And the point is, like I remember we were in second year, and and we were going by train journey. So in the early morning we had boarded and we were all chanting, in our compartment, and then whole day we were distributing books. So when I was distributing books, I came across a gentleman. He was in army, and he took books. He was very interested. He said, "Teach me chanting also." I taught him chanting, gave him a mala. He said, "In the morning when you were doing your meditation, I happened to pass by. I liked it. You know." That you're all very seriously focused and chanting, and I liked it. I wanted to interact, but I thought I would be a disturbance, because all of you are focused. So, and the point is, just because he was attracted, seeing a genuine, practice. So generally, people are, and the point is, Maya is bombarding constantly. Maya is bombarding people constantly. So people are intoxicated, and they are helplessly intoxicated. Many of them may not want to. They understand the value of culture, tradition, and they understand, but they don't have any alternative because the other bombardment from the Maya side is so strong. So they don't have any alternative. And because they don't have any alternative, slowly, 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 they are gliding on down also the materialistic way of life. Slowly, 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 they are gliding down. Like you see, when we were in city center, many people were wearing weird, not shabby kind of dresses. They were not wearing proper, Indians. And but some of them were coming and taking books. You saw, you know, there. So they came to that place for enjoyment, sense gratification. Sense gratification means eating, shopping, what else? Eating, shopping. So CC2 is a good shrine for them. So they came for this eating, shopping. Uh, but then, but then the point is, they saw, so some of them, that some of them, what happens is that the latent divinity in their heart, gets a spike, and then they feel, oh, this is also there. Oh, maybe I can try it out. Oh, so they had all only come from, sense gratification. These malls, there are Inox theaters also. There are food courts, and there are, all dress, right, beers and all that. So generally, these malls are like that. And then people say, oh, Hare Krishna is also there. Krishna is also there. So we will take it out, and they feel, okay, let's take it. So what is happening is that we are reinforcing or activating the latent divinity in people's heart. The germ of Krishna consciousness is there in everyone's heart, but it may require an activation. I remember I was in second year, end of second year, and we were doing Raishambhava Center to Roorkee, IIT Roorkee. So because Prabhu had decided to start preaching, and we were sent to, go into the hospital, start a group, and then Keshav was a doctor. He was trying to get a job there, and then he was supposed to, then he can take classes like that. So we had gone. So so I remember one day Keshav was there with me for book distribution, and both of us were there. Yes. So Keshav was, I think Keshav. Uh, so uh, so then we were knocking. So there was one hostel where all the students who were staying in the summer were there, all of them concentrated. So we were just focusing on that hostel because nobody else is there. And we thought, okay, at least whoever is there, from there also some interested will get one good batch can start like that. So we were going many, many days. One of the days Kishan was there. So we were about to go to a room. That room was not locked. Means it was sort of, like just no latch like that. So probably it was a little bit open also, something like that. And so we wanted to enter the room, and then uh, so it seems that that guy was watching a movie because some noise was coming, like that. That boy, student was watching a movie or like. And then Geshanpu was a little ahead. He might have peeped in or something like that. He said, "Let's leave this room." I said, "Why, Prabhu?" I just felt, okay, he's watching a movie. So what? So what if he's watching a movie? He can close. Watching a movie, so what? You can close it and hear what we are saying, and then it's okay. We'll then whatever. So Prabhu saw that I was little, so what, we'll go in, directly go in. So then he said, okay. So we went in. So whatever he was doing, immediately he stopped and all that. He was listening and all. He took books. He took three, four books. We were distributing device, YSJ, some proper books, everything he took. And he agreed for coming to the program. When we came out and we were going ahead, Ishan was telling me, actually, he was not watching a normal movie, he was watching pornography. I said, oh, he was watching pornography. That's why Prabhu was a little startled, because probably he might have got a glimpse of what he's watching or something like that. Because I was a little behind. And but anyways, you see, the person is so this was the person, he was watching pornography. I just try to imagine. He was watching pornography. In between, we barred in, we interfered. And we told we are Hare Krishna, we're chanting Hare Krishna, this is Bhagavad Gita, this is everything. And he took four books. He took the whole set of four or five books, like that. And he agreed to come for the program. So unless we reach out to people, they are sinking. They are sinking to hellish life. They are, Unless we reach out to people, they are sinking in hellish life. They may know, okay, Krishna consciousness is good or spirituality is good, but what to hold? Where is the example? Where is the demonstration? Where is they call it as an ecosystem? Where is the ecosystem? Where is the ecosystem? Where is where is the support? Where is the help? That's not very clear, people. Is it practical also? So many times people will be interested, but they feel that okay, because I have a career, because I have studied, is it practical? So, and then they feel like it. So unless they see examples who are demonstrating then how practical it is, how are they going to take? How are they going to take it? So that is why uh, uh, it is very important to reach out, and that's why as devotees we should not be judgmental on the materialistic people because we have to understand that it's a disease. Just like yes, so, yesterday we made an animation. So he told that he was busy whole day. Like from he comes from the work from up to like 11 p.m. Then he sleeps and then he wakes. Then he has to go to his work for say 6 a.m. and and it works. It's like 6 to I think 5 and like that. And then he teaches. Uh, I was ready to hear all. I was ready to hear the questions and answer. But he told that he given the time to be not in 5 or 10 minutes you can take from his side. So the question is what to do with it. Um, yeah. People say that yeah. They are very busy and yes. Yes. Yes, okay. Somebody is very busy. Like this animation is due at 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. But it doesn't have 10 minutes also. Like that. It takes time, but like popular also. Yes. So, actually, what happened is that uh, why people have to work so hard? Uh, because in material world, sense gratification is not easily available. Even survival is not easy in this world. Whether one is on a survival track or sense gratification track, or whatever permutation combination of that, it's not easy. And therefore, from a materialistic vision, people have to work very, very hard. What drives the hard work is this: that one is intoxicated by material desires. But material desire very easy to take it. But to fulfill it requires a lot of excruciating hard work. And then also there are limitations. Then also it's available only in a small degree. So, I mean, why this kind of problem happens is, or why this kind of a scenario happens. This is the reason actually. So that desire is the manifestation of that desire dictates one to work hard, foaming in the mouth. So there is that papa bhagama over. So one is and then also one is not getting much. So it's owing to material desire. It's owing to a materialistic vision which say that okay, this is the only way, and you have to struggle like this one, and then only the supply or things will be furnished. That lack of transcendental education actually, because of which one is slogging like anything. So when such a person gets bhakti, then what happens is that their vision is changed. So they are able to handle and destroy material desire without getting driven and dragged by it. And as regards as the results, that is the survival or the needs of living, that is easily supplied because again the person has become upright, so his karma has become more. The karma calculations will start becoming more auspicious anyways. So therefore, actually, bhakti. Uh, uh, so with bhakti. then now all such person they may not need to work so much hard. Then they have time for Krishna, and they will get better results. This is something. This is something which we have to be convinced. This is something which we have to be convinced. That okay, when we are giving them bhakti, it is going to make their lives better. So we can tell all such people is that Radhesham gives a nice analogy of pencil. So Radhesham says, okay, that one may want to just go working. No? But after some time, the pencil becomes blunt. No? And the pencil has to be sharpened, but it takes some time and energy to sharpen the pencil. So one is not able to devote that time. Now the question is, what can one achieve with a blunt pencil? Can you make engineering drawing with a blunt pencil? No, can make, but will it be accepted? That's the point. What can you do with a blunt pencil? That is the point. So materialistic vision, so without spirituality, one is like a blunt pencil. So the time invested in spirituality is like sharpening the pencil, sharpening the pencil. So therefore, this time invested in spirituality will give much greater returns. Even in the material world, when it comes to success and all, there is a saying which is called as work smarter, not harder. Because if one keeps logging and working harder, that will not ensure success. For that, one has to work smarter. So, what are the smart algorithms? Where are the smart algorithms? Bhagavad Gita is teaching us the smart algorithms. So, we apply this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we may be able to achieve the same result what we are having right now, uh, if not more, at least the same result with this endeavor, with more conviction, with more strength and focus and concentration and determination and a higher goal. So our moves will become meaningful when we add spiritual. So how much to add? No. In one coffee break with Gita, you can sip coffee and read Bhagavad Gita, one verse a day. This is that in your phone and like digitally phone. Yeah. And Bhagavad Gita in what is mother. No, we can actually tell people that generally what happens is mobile phone, there is Bhagavad Gita, no doubt, okay. No, but there are 1 million other things. So, and those 1 million other things are so appealing that whenever the hands will go on the phone, the probability of Gita clicking will be very, very less. So, the physical copy, the benefit is what? That as soon as the hands touch on it, there is only Gita, nothing else. When the hands touch the book, it's only Gita. There is no Facebook, there is no YouTube, there is no news, there is no here, there, anything. It's only Gita, is it not? And that's a benefit. So what we should do rather is what? One Gita we should keep in our workplace. Just keep it in front on your desk, not like that. Just keep it. Why? Because anytime one may feel that things are not working out, mind is troubling, or one has time, you know, uh, then immediately it's there, seeing. The probability of picking up increases. And if you pick up, there are no 1 million things. It's only Gita. And another copy of Gita one should keep in the home, the study table or wherever one sits. So that seeing, seeing increases the probability of picking. And another copy one can keep in one's bag. Maybe the soft one, a short one, small one. Why? Because local. travel, sometimes ticket line is 1 hour. So what to do? So rather than just scrolling the mobile, okay, what posts have come in the YouTube or no WhatsApp or this Facebook or whatever platform. Instead of just doing that, one can just pick up the Gita. So and one set of Gita and one Gita in the drawing room. So that coming going, anytime, one can just pick up and read like that. So in this way, the physical Gita should be kept in every room of the house, like that. And therefore, we should tell him take 4 copies. And one you can take for your mother also. Fine. Actually, this is the principle. Actually, this is the principle. So, so the point is, people, we go through so many ups and downs uh, throughout the day, throughout the week. And if Gita is very near, one can, it increases the probability of connecting the logging on to Gita. And it's only Gita. It's not 1 million things like that. So therefore, it works very powerful. And that's why physical book is necessary. Because it increases the probability. Nothing to do. What to do? Read. Is it? We also have some sort of here we have this posted in Bhagvata this card is topics related to like and topics. Oh, that's there in Gita only. Gita only it is there. Yeah, in Gita only it's there. And for Bhagavatam we have made. For Bhagavatam we have made a booklet. This one, you know, and it's there in the booklet form also. Anyone who takes Bhagavatam set, we can give them that. So, and for Gita, that is there in the first page of Gita only. Inside cover page, it is there. So we can show them that you see this is therapeutic. This has healing effects. This is how we can uh, ensure the health of good mental health. This is how we can increase our willpower, concentration, focus, good qualities. This is how we can overcome the bad qualities, vices. The Gita gives everything. The Bhagavad Gita gives everything. So you see, that is why we see unless we reach out, how will people take it? Maya is bombarding, but where is our representation? And therefore, we need to rather reach out in every circle, to every section of people, every section of people. So when we go, people get the opportunity to connect. Their latent divinity gets awakened. And what about us? Uh, so as far as we are concerned, we are protected from Maya's bombardment. As far as we are concerned, we are protected. So when we go, now we are seeing, we are traveling, when we travel to Boston or we are traveling here and there because we generally travel in Dhoti Kurta. And we are seeing that when we travel in Dhoti Kurta, many people like it. They come to us and they talk about Krishna. Many people, many people. On their own only they come to us and they like it and they talk about Krishna. We were in Dubai. One lady, she was driving the what do you call it as that taxi for us, and she said very nice. We don't know what very nice. She's glorifying Dubai or what. Uh, she said you guys very nice. Because you're sincerely practicing. I am very happy. Seeing. She was from Malayalam. She was from Malayalam. And Kerala. Like that. And so so that way. So she was appreciative that you are following, sincerely following. And she was appreciative of that. And so many times we see people appreciate. People come, people talk. So we are chanting or we're taking class, in the airport here, there. Some people get excited. They want to come and hear. They sit down, like that. So many times you have seen on the Delhi airport, on the Boston airport, and so on. So many times you see Dubai. Uh, so therefore, the demonstration is very important, even for our own protection also. Because when people say, "Arey, ye to, spiritual," so nobody will much uh, reach out to us for any kind of materialistic bombardment, like that. Or people who want to do some materialistic thing, they won't stay near us, like that. So we are protected also. But then there are many people who get attracted and they come and they want to talk, and they want to talk like that. So therefore, Prabhupada is saying, when we hear about the sounds of this rain, we hear about the sounds of this rain, of sense gratification, we should come out of the caves. And Prabhupada is saying nothing to worry. When we are preaching, we are focused, absorbed, taking shelter of the acharyas, and as a messenger, presenting the message of the acharyas, we will not be bombarded. Like we are on book distribution, we enter a mall, we won't be sensually agitated, but we don't have any agenda, and we are roaming around in the mall, we will be agitated, right? By the pictures, by the ladies who are not dressed properly, by couples who are not married, unmarried, who are, doing some, wrong things, like that. So we will be very much this thing. So for our own protection also, it is very essential actually, that we don't have facades. We don't have facades. Uh, we don't have facades because then we become so when we try to hide the or our practices, that okay, openly don't chant, or don't read, or don't dress, don't put tilak. And what happens? We also become vulnerable to be caught by Maya, like that. So both sides, it is very beneficial. Let's stop here.